Most new Arc Raiders players waste their first 10 hours doing the exact same thing over and over again. Grinding for the loot that doesn't actually matter, ignoring the stuff that actually moves you forward, and then wondering why the Arc Raiders progression feels pointless. So in this Arc Raiders video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do and what not to do so you don't have to waste another run. So if you're new to Arc Raiders, this is your roadmap. I'm breaking this down into two parts. The big mistakes that are eating your time right now, and then the exact sequence you should be following instead. So stick around, because at the end, I'm going to show you the secret farming routes that supercharge everything we talk about here. So first, let's talk about what not to do. Please avoid these traps. So the first trap, you see a chest, you loot it. You see another room, you check it. Before you know it, you've been on the map for 12 minutes and the timer is closing in. So new players think more time equals more loot. Wrong. Arc Raiders is designed so the longer you stay, the higher the risk. You're not getting paid more for staying, you're increasing the chances that you die or lose everything. So here's the real play. You hit 3 to 4 high value spots, fill your safe pocket, and extract. That's it. In and out. You'll make more per run by doing 5 times than by being greedy and making a 15-minute run where you get caught by the timer or you get killed by other raiders. Or heck, you'll even get taken out by the Arc pretty easy. In the second trap, you're so focused on getting more loot that you forget the core mechanic. You only keep what you extract with. See, I've seen so many people farm for 10 minutes, get 80% of their full inventory, and panic when the timer hits 2 minutes, they sprint to the wrong exit, get caught, and lose everything. So the rule is simple. Always know your exit before you start looting. Elevators are faster, hatches are safer if you're being hunted. So plan your route backwards. Exit first, then work backwards to your loot spots. See, this single habit will double your loot per sessions because you're actually keeping what you farm. In the third trap, you're dropping into zones blind. So you don't know where the secret rooms are, where the high tier loot spawns, or where squads like to camp. So you're just looting random boxes and hoping. That's not a strategy, that's gambling. So new players should spend their first 5 to 10 runs just learning the map. I would say first start running Dam's Battleground because this is the easiest map when it comes to difficulty. So you're just looking for no pressure, you just want to actually just explore and learn the map. Find the secret loot rooms, learn the extraction points, understand the flow. And then once you know where the good stuff is, your loot per run jumps up massively. And honestly, if you want to extract secret rooms and routes I'm farming right now, I've got that all mapped out in my other guide, and I'll link that at the end. Cause once you've got the basics of the map down, you're not running around blind anymore. See, that's when the secret loot rooms become insane value. And like I said, I got a full breakdown of those exact rooms and routes that I'm farming on very hard difficulty maps in my other video. So that video is about the secret loot rooms with high value weapons and also gear materials that you can farm. But first finish watching this video so you don't waste the loot when you get it, then go hit that guide so you can plug those rooms into your run. And the fourth trap is you're carrying too much junk. You pick up every weapon, every blueprint, every random drop. Then you hit a chest with actually good loot and you're over encumbered. So you're basically carrying too much weight in your backpack. So now you're moving so slow that you start dropping stuff and you actually drop the wrong thing, and when you find out, you actually get mad. Alright, so here's the system. Know your inventory limit before you drop. Prioritize blueprints and rare weapon cratelets because those are account level progress. Weapons you can farm again. Junk you don't recognize, leave it. Your safe pocket is your real inventory. Treat it like it costs money. Every slot matters. In the last trap, you're dumping into skill points and combat perks where you should be investing in survival and loot efficiency. So new players think more damage equals better, but in Arc Raiders, survival is the meta. You can't loot if you're dead. And that was the major mistake I made when I was an Arc Raiders new player, because I value combat over everything else. However, I've now learned that your skill priority first should be extraction speed, inventory capacity, and map awareness. And combat skills like conditioning comes a little later down the line. So for new players, I would first prioritize survival. Also, I would sprinkle in mobility skills as well. So for survival, I would upgrade Stubborn Mule, in-round crafting, also Looter's Instincts, Looter's Luck, and also Broad Shoulders. Now for mobility, I would prioritize Nimble Climber, Marathon Runner, and also Youthful Lungs. And then when you get to the point to where you can extract with full pockets, then you want to optimize your loadout. The order does matter. Get the fundamentals right first. Alright, so now let me tell you what to do. This is the real progression path. Arc Raiders has one loop. Drop in, loot intentionally, extract safely, that's it. Everything else is optimization. So your first 10 runs should be nailing the loop on easy difficulty such as the damn Battlegrounds map. Learn the map's geography, hit 3 to 4 known loot spots, fill in your safe pocket, and extract via the nearest elevator. And you're done. You'll get thousands of XP and some credits per run. Now it's not massive, but it's consistent. And you're building the habit, which is most important. Second, use the free loots. Don't craft your own gear yet. See, the game gives you a solid starter loadout if you use those. So they're balanced for new players, and once you understand how weapons feel and what your playstyle is, then you start customizing. So while you're running free loots, you'll also be learning what gear drops in the world. So you'll see a Pharaoh weapon and you'll think, okay, that's a starter weapon. Then when you see a rare blueprint, you will instantly know that's valuable. See, that knowledge compounds. By run 15, you'll know exactly what to pick up and what to skip. Third, focus on account level progression, not run level loot. So what does that mean? Blueprints, weapon cratelets, and vendor quests, these don't reset. They stick around. A weapon blueprint you farm today is still here tomorrow. See, a blueprint you unlock is permanent. And before you do anything else, expand your stash size. This is one of the best beginner upgrades in the game. It's cheap, it's permanent, and it pays off every single run. See, and most new players, they skip this because they just think, I'll just loot what I need. And they get mad when they can't stash a rare blueprint or a fat haul because their storage is capped. So having a bigger stash means you can actually bank your good drops instead of playing inventory Tetris every session. And contrast that with I got a sick weapon drop this run. Cool, but if you die, it's gone. See, if you extract, you sell it for credits. It's temporary. So like I said, the real progression comes from expanding your stash, completing vendor quests, unlocking blueprints, upgrading your workshop. These are the real wins. Farm those first. Fourth, once you know the map, build your farming routes. See, this is where it gets efficient. See, you're not exploring anymore, you're executing. So here's the template. Start at the spawn, hit the secret loot room number 1, move to high tier chest spawns, hit secret loot room number 2, extract. See, you know exactly where you're going, you know the time, you know the risk. So you hit the route 5 times and guess what? You got you a solid session. And here's the thing. I already told you guys I have a video where I give you all the secret rooms. On that video, I'm going to walk you through every room, every spawn, every extraction path. So once you nail the fundamentals in this video, that guide is going to be your next step to actually farming like a psycho and stacking blueprints and cratelets fast. Now this is to the Arc Raiders devs on behalf of the new players. Here are 3 changes that will instantly fix Arc Raiders progression. Make extractions more rewarding. Right now you get a little XP and you extract with a few credits, and that's it. But if extraction had a small bonus like a 10% extra credit or a guaranteed rare drop, those people, you know, the rats, would stop camping the X's to kill people and actually focus on getting loot themselves. Second, add a safe pocket insurance system. See, let players bank loot mid-session so they're not risking everything on one extraction. See, this would reduce the frustration of losing a full inventory on one bad fight. Third, make vendor quests more transparent. See, new players don't know which quests lead to good blueprints. Show the rewards up front. Let people chase the stuff that actually matters instead of guessing. So here's the action plan. Run easy mode 10 times using free loadouts. Learn the map, master the extraction loop, then move to more of the harder maps, build your farming route, and start stacking blueprints. Alright, so drop a comment and let me know what's your biggest mistake you're making right now. I read every last one of them, and if this helps, smash that like and subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my guides that's coming up next. And if you do want to see that secret loot room to supercharge your farming, here's the link to that video. Also, don't forget to like and sub. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.